Look, at 35-year-old Shiro Theuri runs the technology engine of Glovo, overseeing 22 markets and hundreds of engineers worldwide. Tonight, the Kenyan trailblazer opens up about climbing to the top of a male-dominated industry, the battles she has fought, and why she is determined to bring other women with her. She spoke to NTV's Ruth Moni.
My name is Shiro Theuri, and I'm the Chief Technology Officer at Glovo. We are an on-demand multi-category delivery platform operating in 22 markets. Kenya is one of those markets, and I've been working in technology for the past 15 years. I was born and raised in Kenya, educated in Kenya, and I started working around the age of 20. So my journey is a little bit interesting because I got introduced to tech a little bit accidentally. It wasn't something that I thought of doing when I was in high school. So you either become an electrical engineer, civil engineer, mechatronics, remember those big fancy names? But computer science was never really like a big mainstream thing. My journey wasn't very typical. I like to tell people that there was a lot of luck involved, which is true. Obviously, there was also a lot of hard work and grit. I was still super interested in writing software and building technology myself. And so I also had friends from uni who felt a similar calling, right? And so we would do a lot of building of random apps on the side. And that actually really called to my curiosity in terms of building technology that solves very unique problems, especially on this continent. And then I think the big transformation happened when I skipped over to the management track. So I was, again, worked in consulting, in a tech consulting company for a bit. And then after that, I joined Frontline SMS as a chief technology officer. And then from there, the other big leap happened when I joined Sendi, which was a logistics platform. We were using technology to basically solve the problem of trade in Africa because it's super fragmented. And so when Glovo happened, and it was right, in terms of industry, it's very similar. We work with similar couriers. We also work with similar types of customers, similar types of partners. It felt like a very natural transition. So that's kind of the journey. That's how it started, and that's how I ended up to where I am today. My tech team specifically is about 400 people at this point. And we're structured, I guess like any other tech team. I like to say that the job that we do is basically to ensure that we are consistently delivering value to all our users. Before moving to Spain, I had been exposed to just working with international colleagues or for international clients. So I think the transition didn't really feel very massive or daunting. The thing is, I think this is probably like a mindset that I have, which is, if something exciting comes, you don't ask questions. You take the opportunity and you go. Technology is the great equalizer. That's what I tell people. And this also goes for talent, right? So all of us are learning the same skills in order to drive value in our various organizations. And so I felt like I fit right at home when I joined the team, when I met the team, and we started working on complex challenges. It felt right, it felt extremely easy to settle in. And it's still predominantly male, that's absolutely true. I try to be as vocal as I can about this topic. I try to talk to young girls as much as I possibly can, and especially those in school. So it's super challenging, and these are systemic issues that we all need to collectively solve, from the teachers in primary school, secondary school, making sure that they have enough breadth of knowledge on the opportunities that exist and then bring that information back to the students, and all the way to people like me who are leading teams and making sure that we have systems that are supporting girls when they join, or women when they join the workforce. So I always tell my mentees the same thing, which is we need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. We need to be extremely bold, extremely brave to take on every opportunity that comes our way. And I think we hold ourselves back a lot as women because of this feeling of fear, like feeling like we're not ready, feeling like that person is more qualified than I am because of whatever reason you give yourself. So I always say, apply for that job, talk to that person. The worst thing that will happen is they say no or they ignore you, and then what? You've learned how to deal with rejection, which I think is a very, very healthy skill. My final goal is to come back to Kenya, 100%, build this ecosystem and make sure that we take Kenya to where it deserves to be. I mean, it's a fantastic country, and I'm very, very proud to be Kenyan, as I was telling you earlier with my Kenyan brands.